Hello guys and welcome back to another exciting video. Today's vlog is about the all new BS6 TVS Jupiter, which gets a new engine, a new design language and some new features as well. But before going any further, this video comes courtesy of Olive TVS. I'll leave the address in the description box below and you can contact Mr. Jagadish if you're planning to purchase any TVS vehicle. So the TVS Jupiter is available in 3 variants. The base variant gets drum brakes and steel wheels and it retails at a price of around Rs 73,000. The second variant comes with alloys but there is no disc brake and it retails at a price of around Rs 76,000, and the topmost variant, which is right in front of us, gets disc brake at the front and alloy wheels as well, and this particular variant retails at a price of Rs around 81,000. Please note that all the mentioned prices are ex-showroom only. And the top model is available in 3 colors, which are blue, orange and grey, which is right in front of us, while the drum variant gets white and grey only. Unlike the previous TVS Jupiter, this one comes with a new 125cc engine, LED DRLs and idle starter-stop system. Coming to dimensions, it is 1.8 meters in length, 0.6 meters in width and 1.1 meters in height. The wheelbase is at 1.27 meters and the seat length is 0.8 meters. It has a ground clearance of 163 mm and its curb weight is 108 kgs, and TVS offers 5 years of 50,000 km of warranty as standard with all the scooters lineup. And the all new TVS Jupiter definitely looks better than before design wise. It gets this visor on the top, LED headlamp unit and LED tech written right there, and coming down you get to see the TVS logo and the number plate holder, LED DRLs with halogen turn indicators and some chrome inserts. Moving further down, it gets a hydraulic telescopic suspension at the front along with a reflector placed right there, and you also get a 220mm disc with single piston caliper and diamond cut 12-inch alloy wheels. And moving to the side, you get good space for the rider's legs with this large footboard area. The fuel filling cap is placed over here in the front, and you get a cubby hole over here which is a 2-liter glove box, and you also get a USB charging port for your phones. This is the key of the vehicle. Jupiter 125 written right there, and this is the pillion footrest and some chrome insert over there. And coming to the engine, it is a single cylinder 125cc BS6 4-stroke engine which produces a peak power of 8 bhp and a maximum torque of 10.5 Nm, and it is paired to a CVT automatic transmission. And moving to the rear, you get to see these LED light guides. However, the stop lamp and turn indicators are still halogen units. There is a reflector placed right there on the grab rail. And moving further down, you get the number plate holder and the number plate light along with the rear reflector. And it gets a monotube inverted gas filled shock with 3-step adjustable spring as the rear suspension, and this is the exhaust of the vehicle, and it gets tubeless tires both at the front and the rear. And this is how the 12-inch diamond cut alloy wheel looks. Turning the key anti-clockwise unlocks the seat, which gives access to the boot, and the boot carrying capacity happens to be 33 liters, which is the best in segment, and it can fit 2 full face helmets. Pushing it in and turning it clockwise opens the fuel lid of the vehicle, and pressing it in locks it back. You also get a hook over here, and there is another hook placed under the seat right there. Coming to the instrument cluster, it is partly digital and partly analog unit, and this switch is to turn on or off the idle starter stop system. This is the self start button, and on this side you get the headlight controls for the high or low beam, and this is the horn switch. And the rear view mirrors look like this. and on the left you get the speedometer, and on the right you get a multi-information display along with some telltale lights. And the multi-information display shows average fuel economy, instantaneous fuel economy, distance to empty, odometer, clock, fuel level, an eco and power indicator along with twin trip indicators. Now let's hear the exhaust note of the vehicle. And this is the drum variant of the Jupiter 125, and the only difference lies in the alloy wheels, chrome inserts and the disc brake. So let's get driving. Initial impressions: the engine is very silent and refined and there are not much vibrations felt. The seat position is also quite comfortable and commuterish. The height is also okay, and it also feels light and nimble as it is 108 kgs only. I mean, it is not the lightest in the segment, but it is not the heaviest either. The engine is definitely more responsive and refined than before thanks to electronic fuel injection. This scooter can reach a top speed of 90 km per hour. It pulls very linear till 70 kph, and after that it kind of takes its own sweet time and struggles past 90 km per hour mark. And the brakes are actually good and they offer good bite as it gets disc brake at the front and TVS's sync braking system, which is basically the same as combined braking system from Honda that applies brake to the front wheel too when the back brake is pressed. The amount of braking depends on the distribution of the force between the front and back brake. The rear suspension is adjustable for 3 settings as per your liking with the twist of a knob. And coming to fuel efficiency, the Jupiter 125 returns somewhere between 45 to 50 kmpl depending on the driving style and road conditions from its 5.1 liter fuel tank, which is placed under the floorboard. It not only adds to the underseat storage capacity and easy fuel filling, but also to the lower center of gravity, which results in a better balance and stability. The TVS Jupiter 125 will be rivaling the Activa 125 and the Access 125 directly. As you all know, this is not the first 125cc engine from TVS, as the Ntorq already has it. The Ntorq's engine has a 3-valve setup contrary to the 2-valve setup in the Jupiter 125, as the Jupiter is made to appeal more of a commuter than the already sporty Ntorq. So the Jupiter 125 is for those people who like to drive in a relaxed and comfortable manner. TVS has also claimed that the TVS Jupiter 125 will also be available with Bluetooth connectivity soon. And one of the cool features of this scooter is that the engine won't start when the side stand is not lifted up, and it also shuts the engine off when the side stand is put down. And as I mentioned earlier, it also gets automatic idle start or stop feature, which will work like this. When the vehicle is stopped and left idle for approximately 10 seconds, the A light starts to blink like this before shutting the engine down. And now the engine is completely shut. And to restart the engine, all you need to do is a flick of a throttle like this and it comes to life. So guys, this is my review on the all new TVS Jupiter 125. Hope you guys liked the video, and if you do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so.